Hi, sit down with us and get comfortable as we talk about
the time I got refused entry to a festival.
But before we get into that, we're first going to talk about something really incredible where we went to the concert together.
Yes.
And it was so accessible. It was amazing. So we're first going to talk about that and dive into that. So stay tuned. Let's go. So, Co-op Live needs a shout out.
Co-op Live. So, Co-op Live, if you're not from Manchester, is a new venue/arena.
Yeah.
Is arena and a venue the same thing?
I'd say so, because it's like it's like an arena.
Like event space, I guess.
Concert space.
Yeah.
Arena.
Yeah. Oh God, that did not need that much thought into it. Anyway, Co-op Live. I've been to the Co-op Live twice in the past month, which is a bit excessive, some might say, but honestly, I think it's my new happy place.
Yeah, I agree there.
It was great. So I went there for Olivia Dean as the first time ever. That was great. And I went again for Alex Warren, but I'd booked Alex Warren before I'd been to Olivia Dean, so I didn't know what to expect for either of those. Firstly, the staff were so accommodating.
Yeah, like, not gonna lie, the bit that was the messiest of it all was just outside.
Yeah.
Because there was so many queues, and it is a new venue. Like,
Yeah.
I think the only queue that was very structured and easy to understand was the standing only queue.
Yeah.
Like, in the middle of it. But then the other doors, like, we stood in the queue wrong. We were like
We were in the wrong queue for a while, yeah.
But like, as they came over and checked tickets, they made sure, like, go to that guy in the blue top, he'll get you into the back. So they were really accommodating that way.
And I appreciated how many different entrances there were.
Yeah.
Like, even for like wheelchair users, there were like different entrances based on where you were sat. Speaking of where you're sat, if you are like a wheelchair user or generally use like an accessible area at a concert, you know the drill. Sometimes it's just one area and it's like, at the back of the queue, might as well be at home kind of vibe. Genuinely, sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
But we will get into that. I am going to talk about that more. But with this one, there was so many different areas you could have sat, from like different tiers or like closer to the stage, like further away from the stage, so many different levels. And I personally actually went on the middle level once for Olivia Dean, and then when we went together for Alex Warren, it was actually classed as a standing
because we read the ticket and we were like, oh my gosh, like am I going to be stood for the whole time? Which is fine, I don't have a problem with that.
My issue with that was, obviously I knew they weren't going to ask me to stand, but also my issue was like, am I just going to be like in the crowd of all these people and like basically not going to be able to see anything? But no,
it was so good.
It was basically on the standing floor area, but it was kind of like barricaded off.
It was like off to one side, and you were almost above everyone, so
honestly,
sat down.
So satisfying. So satisfying to see something like that, because I'm like, it was just so great. The other thing I really liked is, so for example, there was like bars and stuff across the venue, but even the ground level bars or like bars like higher level, all of them had like ramps to get to, even though there was also stairs next to it.
Yeah.
There was ramps absolutely everywhere. Like, you could just tell whoever designed the space,
they really thought about it.
They were like, wheelchair users, we know them.
Yeah.
Whereas some brands, some venues really just don't.
Really not. Is there a particular venue you've been to where you were like, oh my gosh, like this is not
absolutely
it? Which one was it?
AO Arena.
That's new as well.
Is it?
Yeah, because they redid that from the MEN.
Oh, see, I didn't know. So I thought, I was about to literally be like, maybe because it's old. But I didn't know.
I mean, it's an old venue, don't get me wrong, but they refurbished it.
Oh.
Because that was the MEN.
See, I have been back since then, actually.
Yeah.
So I've been to the AO Arena twice. Once for Shawn Mendes, who, also, just digressing a little bit, who had a Shawn Mendes era life? Because I was obsessed with him at one point.
Yeah, I wasn't obsessed.
I wasn't obsessed.
I just liked his music.
No, I was obsessed with him.
Oh.
I think for me, basically when his album came out that like blew up, I think the one with like Stitches in it, all those songs.
Is that the Divide one? The Division? Because all these ones.
That's a Cheering.
That's what you said.
No, Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes. Listen.
Oh my God.
Where's our listening ears?
Yeah, I had a him era.
Wait, did I say Ed Sheeran?
I don't... Roll the tape. I actually don't know. In my head, I thought you said Ed Sheeran, but you meant Shawn Mendes. Yeah, I had a Shawn Mendes. Right? I had a phase. Okay. Right.
Glad we got that.
Because I was like, Stitches, I was like, I think it's called Shape of You. I don't think
that's definitely That's definitely not Shawn Mendes.
Okay.
Anyway, so, and then, do you know what? That album came out beautifully just as my first relationship ended.
Oh.
So that album became my life. And subsequently, he became my life. Anyway, nothing creepy, obviously. I was your regular fangirl, all right? Not confessing to anything. Mm-hmm. And yeah, anyway, digress. Went to his concert, sat right at the back of the arena. And bearing in mind, this was my first ever concert.
Oh.
At maybe 2017 or something.
Wow.
And it was just like, I was so far from everyone else. I was just like, I could have listened to this at home. Like, the audio would have been much better on my Spotify.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Nothing to him, but like, I was just so far away. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the staff were great. Yeah, I missed the queues and all that jazz. But it was just the fact of, they were like, yeah, this person's fine sitting right at the back.
And that was the AO Arena?
Yeah, and before everyone's like, yeah, but maybe you specifically chose those seats. No. There was different areas were like around the venue, but they were all at one level, which was right at the back. Oh. So you could be on the side, right at the back, on the left-hand side, right at the back, or the back of the venue, right at the back, which is where I was.
I think this is why Co-op Live is... I've actually not been to a concert since I was like 12 years old. That was like One Direction and I didn't see a thing. But that was... Again, like, I never thought then where the accessibility would be. But Co-op Live, it's so...
Clear.
Yeah. Like, it's so obvious and it's so easily to access.
Yes.
So, and even for me, as someone that came with you, like, I genuinely thought maybe you'd have a space, but I'd be standing. There were seats. Yeah. Like, it's not complicated, just a plastic chair, that's all you need.
Yeah.
And it was just like... there.
In a row.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like...
And then you then had an option whether to stay in your chair or transfer.
Which I loved, actually, because I didn't know they were going to offer me that. But yeah, honestly, such nice staff. Like, if any one part of Co-op Live is watching, please give a raise to your staff because...
they were really good.
They were actually amazing.
And like, even when we were like, oh my gosh, like, where are we going? They were just so good at directing us through the door.
Yeah.
I think at one point, to be fair, there was... an interesting smell that I couldn't really ignore. But obviously, you go to a concert, you know. But people have been queuing for a long time. I get it. But I was like, are we in the right queue? Because this is for standing. And so I went to the lady at the front and she was like, yeah. You're going through this door, just a different entrance past the door. I was like, right, okay. So they knew their stuff. Like, they knew what to do.
And it's crazy because you think as wheelchair users or as like people with disabilities, we want like them to like be well versed in everything. No, it's just a matter of just some guidance. Like that's all we need, and that's what they gave, and that was like that meant
or just
the world.
Being aware.
Yeah, being aware, literally. Because like sometimes you ask someone some questions, and so for example, going back to a different type of topic, but like transport, I went to a London Underground once. Bear in mind, I got the lift to the Underground, got the staff because I was asking the staff where to get the train for the next accessible Underground. Anyway, I went down and then I asked her and she was like, oh, I didn't even know there was lifts in here. Mind you, she was the one for like accessibility to go to regarding. And I was like, honey.
I mean, I do hope it improves because getting back from the concert with Alex Warren, they were really good.
Yes.
Like, to be fair, there was a lot of staff there because I think they knew the trams was going to be hectic because the traffic at that point around the arena, it messes every single road up with how busy it is.
Oh my God.
But that's with every concert and festivals that we'll get onto. That's in every single like that's big event setting. It's a given. So there were so many people there to help. And I was just shocked with how accommodating they were to us. Like, they apologised that we couldn't get on the first tram.
Literally.
But got us to, like, a perfect set-up space for the next tram.
Yeah, like, I almost... Well, I did feel bad for the people who'd been queuing up. But at the same time, I really appreciated this help.
Yeah.
And knowing, like, obviously I'm a vulnerable person. So like I kind of get priority in that sense, and I get that, and I get if you're not a person with a disability, that might seem a bit like, oh my god, like she's getting special treatment, yada yada yada. But I really just appreciated what he did.
The thing is, I don't see that at all as special treatment. I just see that as the bare minimum. Like, that's how it should be anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say the special treatment because it's just getting you to a position where you safely can actually board the tram.
Yeah, because if he wasn't there, there would have been a stampede.
100%.
Probably.
And that would have been so dangerous. Not just for you, but for the people around you.
Exactly.
So it's, especially coming out of a concert, everyone was rushing. Like, people were running. Like, I felt like I was doing my half marathon again. Like, gosh.
But yeah, Co-op Live, love ya. And the next concert, I will be there. Oh, genuinely, I could not shout about them anymore.
Yeah.
Love them.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about the tickets, though? Like, because I try Ticketmaster, I feel like that's the main place where people go to. But it's like, even me on there, I get stressed. I'm like, I can't deal with this, which is why I don't really get out. Like, I don't really go to concerts.
She only comes to my house, that's it.
Yeah, I can't, excuse my French, I can't be arsed. Like, the actual process of buying a seat, I'm like, the waiting time.
The whole refreshing, you're 50,000 down the line. No,
I see it like, as much as I'm waiting for a ticket, I'd rather go buy a coffee and like wait for a coffee. Like, I can only listen to my Spotify. I can't bother with it. So what is it like for you? Because I've seen so many other disabled advocates talking about this, of the process of someone like me buying a ticket compared to their process of buying a ticket.
I think this is where like accessibility hasn't quite caught on that it is 2026. Like, and I think basically there's good side and bad side. So for most venues, for most concerts, you can't buy it directly through Ticketmaster.
Okay.
You basically have to get in touch with the venue. Right? And it's, so with the Co-op Live, going back to Co-op Live, you basically sign up with them. You basically give them all your history.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, basically, as a disabled person, you have this like letter to be like, I'm disabled, You just send that to them, and then they have that on file, and then they give you a number. So each time you go to email them about a concert, just give that number, and then they're like,
oh wow. So is that for each venue you'll have like your own number?
So that's Co-op Live.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how Co-op Live do it. AO Arena, like I said, I've not been with them for years, like not booked through them for years. But the last time I did, it was again like, send them an email, no like special number or anything. Send them an email, send your letter each time to them as an attachment, whatever, and then they'll call you, and then they book on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I don't really mind that, because it's like first come, first served per the email.
Yeah.
They're not just going to call you and be like, yeah, we sold out. And the good thing about emailing them is you find out on the email whether they've got tickets or not.
Yeah.
And then they'll call you if they do.
But I think also with that, you have receipts.
Yes, exactly.
As well. That's good.
So yeah, but one process that I still can't get my head around is the Taylor Swift Eras Tour tickets malarkey.
Wow.
That was chaos. And I know a load of people, even through Ticketmaster, able-bodied, no able-bodied, they even couldn't get tickets, because obviously
it was insane.
It was insane.
It was all over.
Yeah, and I got into the hype, and I was like, I must go see Taylor Swift. I was like, I need to be within the hype. So I was like, I'm gonna get tickets. Oh, I'm disabled. I just email them. What's your uncle? It's gonna be easy. Mind you, this was Anfield, the one in Liverpool. It's Anfield, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that one. So the way for Anfield back then, I don't know what it is now, I've not tried since, is you call someone and you can only book it through this number. No emails, nothing.
Okay.
I wish I still had the call history so I could put it up as proof. I was on this line for 4 hours and 52 minutes before I was just like, I love you, Taylor, but I'm spending more amount on this call than I would at your concert, so I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Why? It's not a doctor's surgery.
No,
it's not a queue hold. Why?
It literally, the line, I still remember it to say, do you know what? It reminded me of that episode in Friends where Phoebe's on the line.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it literally was like, you are da-da-da-da on like, but it wouldn't say what number I am.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, how close am I actually to these tickets?
Yeah.
God knows. So I remember ringing them at like 3 p.m. I'd finished work early that day. I was like, I'm ringing them at 3 p.m. Genuinely still on the line around 7. And my mum walked in and she was like, what is this madness? Like, look at yourself. Look in the mirror.
Check yourself.
Yeah, genuinely. And I was like, she's right. Oh my God, what am I doing? Anyway.
That is crazy.
And
then.
on the line, it was just like a bunch of random songs. You know the vibes of when you're on hold. All this time, not one human voice. It was just like constantly on, like you weren't connected to anyone. And I was like, okay, is this just me? Have I just been stupid? Is there another way to get into that? No. Because after that, I was like going online, like having a look at things and like just being online. And apparently there was a huge backlash to the whole process because of, I think apparently all the venues' processes were the same for her concert, I believe.
Damn.
Which I just think is like actually madness.
No.
Like, what do you mean? What? Another thing someone else raised was, why was there only one phone line for that many disabled
people? Especially for such a big star. Like, I'm sorry, like, her concert was insane. She's like the biggest venues for someone with that much popularity.
Like, one phone line is madness.
No, she needs a call centre.
Literally.
Like, no.
Right, so yeah, that really, truly, like, that was one of the points where I was like, damn. My disabilities actually stopped me doing something. Yeah, and I know loads of able-bodied people also couldn't get tickets. But yeah, that was not good. Yeah,
but also like an able-bodied person getting a ticket just goes online.
Yeah, like
it's such a more simpler process, and it's frustrating. Like, I'm frustrated for you that process for you is so much more complex.
Like for an able-bodied person, you go in and it's like, we don't have any tickets. What was your uncle? Right, I've made peace with it. Whereas if I'm on the line for 4 hours, not knowing if there's any tickets left, like, what are you going to do? Like, call me back and be like, there's no tickets. Like, after 4 hours of just sat there.
Yeah.
No, not doing that.
Right, I want to know about this concert festival that you couldn't get into because what the hell?
Okay, so as you know, as I've said many a times, ignoring last week's episode of me not knowing my catchphrases, but as you know, I'm an honorary Northerner, and as still an honorary Northerner, based forgetting last week's, I really like Oasis.
Yeah.
Like, I love Oasis, right? I And when I heard that they're doing a little reunion, little concert, which is now gone, obviously, it was last year, I was like, I need to be there. I need to be front row. And then I didn't know where they were going to play, blah, blah, blah. Found out it's basically where Parklife is held, I believe.
Oh, Heaton Park.
I think that's what it was. It's one of the parks in Manchester.
I've got an awful story about Heaton Park. We'll get into that in a minute.
We will get into that. So I was like, okay, because I know, I'm not stupid. I know there's no place for me at Parklife. It's in the middle of nowhere. Grass, wheels, not a great combination. I'm not blind to that fact. But I thought, this is technically a concert.
Yeah.
This is Oasis. They're going to have to do some adjustments.
Of course.
Surely.
You'd assume.
There would be some kind of area. So ring up the contact number for this park. I'm like, hiya, I'm just looking to see if there's any accessible tickets or any accessible area for the Oasis concert. Mind you, I'm ringing a bell in advance, so nothing's been booked, nothing's been sold out or anything. She literally, one sentence, hi, it is in the middle of the field, so unfortunately we cannot accommodate.
That's sly. It's in the middle of a field.
Do you know that sentence, opera? Were you silenced or were you silenced? I was silenced. At that moment in time, I was silenced.
But also, it's like, Because you've been to I've been to places before where like there is like a rubber, not tarmac.
Yeah,
but, like
that's
matting.
what I imagined.
So I would just assume they do that.
Like, even not even that. I thought she's going to be like, pay like $2,000 and go to VIP. I thought worst case, that's what she would say. To completely refuse and like not accommodate. I was like,
horrendous.
honey, you need some better customer service skills, because that response, not a tone of an apology in what she said. Literally none. And I literally put the phone down and I was like, okay, guess I'm not going to Oasis then.
That's insane.
Do you know what, it's funny, because I even considered getting regular tickets, and I was like, Zara, honey, you will be trampled on.
That's mad.
Like, what my thing is, right, we've talked about like buildings being old, you can't really put a lift in certain buildings, yada yada yada, Victorians, all that jazz. Right? Victorian building.
They didn't have it down, did they?
No, they really did not care about us. Well, me. Well, not me particularly. That's very self-centered of me to say. But wheelchair people. Wheelchair people? Oh my God, I'm unraveling.
Non-able people.
What?
Non-able people.
Oh, I thought you said unable people. I was like, all right.
Oh God.
I was like, do we have more Victorian on our hands here today?
No, I think they'd think I'm a witch.
Who?
I think if I was in the Victorian era,
Oh,
they'd
right. I was
be
like,
burning me at the stake.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'd have to find a very good wig for back in them days. Yeah.
Oh, also, speaking of witches, one year we should find a third person and go as Hocus Pocus trio.
You're gonna hate me. I've never seen the film. It scares me. I don't know. It gives me.
I'm sorry. Are you 5?
No, I'm 25, and it gives me the ick. I don't know. The look at it scares the crap out of me.
We need to discuss that.
No, I don't know what it is. I'm just terrified. I don't want to watch it. I don't know. Just the look at it just makes me.
So you're not a fan of any like Halloween movie?
Well, I don't like horror.
But it's a kids movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. It scares me.
So you've not watched the new one?
No. No.
By October 31st, you need to have watched it, babe. Okay. That is appalling. I am disgusted right now.
It just scares me. I don't know.
But when I tell you it's a kids movie,
yeah, but I'm a big kid.
No, but there's not a single scary scene. Like it's not Michael Myers. Michael Myers is not going to pop out. Please tell me you know who that is. Just keep saying that. Is that the mask, the white mask, the guy with the white mask, and then like his like tuft of hair. Do you know
Is that the stabby guy?
Yeah.
Don't think I've seen it. The Mask freaks me out. Why would I watch that? I will see that in nightmares. No. Do you know why I don't like horror films? We've really digressed from this, basically.
Really have.
We'll get back to Constance in 1 minute. The reason why I don't like it is because I watched the Doctor Who Stone Angels.
I don't remember that one.
You don't want to. The Stone Angel episode, I was like 12.
Also, am I really
had
weird?
nightmares for life.
Am I really weird? I preferred Am I High to Doctor Who.
But I think I actually never watched Doctor Who. It was just on one day at my cousin's house.
I got interested in Doctor Who when that guy came on. What? Who was he? Oh, the real Michael Tennant. No, David Tennant, not Michael Tennant.
David Tennant.
I love David Tennant. Oh, this is so digress.
This is not.
But no, back to Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Oh, please. Oh,
okay.
I can't even look at you. You need to
You know what,
though?
The fact that scares me, but this next story didn't scare me.
No, but wait. But you said you've not watched this, so what's scaring you?
I don't know, just the look at it. Just the look of it. I just feel like...
The poster?
No, I don't know.
The Three Witches?
Is it the gal with like really frizzy hair?
Yeah,
like, really
one
ginger,
of them. Yeah, that's
hair.
one of them.
It scares me.
Oh, I love you so much.
I think I don't know. I don't know what it is. It scares me. But I just haven't watched it. I've just not got around to it. I'm a busy gal. Not got around to it.
I'm judging it. For 25 years?
Yeah, I've been busy. I have things to do.
Busy 25 years.
I have hair to find. So,
Alright.
Not.
Speaking of hair to find, you found a hair on your jumper the other day.
It was fake.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't mine.
I love how you went, got excited then.
I did. I was like, oh, where have you been? Finally? No. Wasn't mine. It was my partner's. Moving on to something that didn't scare me at the time, but should have scared me. The Parklife. So I have not been to Parklife as a participant. I don't know, as a goer.
As a party goer? As a festival goer?
As a festival goer. I went to work there as like through a side company. I think there's like Mint, there's HAP.
We're going to get some inside intel.
Yeah, it's interesting. No, it's character building, okay?
Ooh, okay, I like that.
So the actual work was great. You know, found a few fake IDs, got shouted at by a 16-year-old. I was like, love, go to bed.
Also, how do you stand on business when you find a fake ID? Because I feel like if that was me, I'd be like, you just go through, love. I don't want any trouble.
So with this festival, apparently you can get in. Like, kids can get in.
Oh.
Like, it's
Wait,
like
which one? What was this?
Parklife.
Can kids get into Parklife?
Maybe not kids, but like 16-year-olds were getting in.
No.
Like, you didn't need an ID to get in, I don't think.
No way.
But for alcohol, obviously, you do.
Well, yeah.
And so we were all briefed in fake IDs. But basically, I found a fake ID and you can scratch where the face, basically there's a bit on the ID where the face and the number of the year will change. Okay, it's like
on the real one.
On a real one,
okay.
yeah, it should change. But a fake one, it'll be printed, and like you can literally scratch it off sometimes. Like it's printed.
Scandal.
And so I saw that, and it's pretty obvious, to be fair. And
yeah.
I just stepped back with it, and like he went to grab it. I was like, no,
no.
And
not
so
quite.
anyway, but that digressing, the actual work was fine. Like, the work was fine, but getting home, literally thought I was going to be kidnapped. Like, I think I said it before from any venue, like, the getting home bit literally gives me anxiety.
Chaos.
Like, it's awful.
Chaos.
But this one, I don't know how reckless 18-year-old Faith was, but she had issues. Basically, there was 2 days to this Parklife. The first night, I had to find my own way back to my flat. The second night, I was getting picked up and then going home, like driving home. And so the first night I was trying to get back to my flat, I was like on my phone to Ubers for an hour, like cancelling, couldn't get through because it was insane. Like it was awful.
Everyone was like doing the same thing.
Yeah. And so, because I've been working as well the whole day, I've been there since like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. or something. It was now like 10 p.m, 11 p.m. I just wanted to go home. And so I'm there, rang my partner being like, I can't get home. And I was like, keep trying Ubers. I'm getting all flustered. And at this point I was wearing my wig. So like, I'm not sticking out. I'm not making a scene. I'm just flustered and like,
get me home now.
Just getting worked up basically. As you was an 18-year-old on your own.
Yeah, that's
Manchester.
hard.
I didn't know Manchester that well.
Yeah.
And so, first time I'd worked.
And it is in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. And so this guy then basically said he's picking up his friends. They had been to the concert and he saw me and he was like, are you okay? I was like, I just can't get an Uber. I just want to get home. And he was like, do you want a lift? And I was like, oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Where's your sense of stranger danger?
It wasn't there, which is why I'm like, why am I so scared of Hocus Pocus? Anyway.
We're not going back.
We're not going back. But
that's mad.
Got in the car. Okay, don't do this, kids. Got in the car.
Do not do this at home.
I got in the car and they were like, oh, where do you live? I was like, okay, let's have some common sense, Faith.
Get home without telling them where I live?
Yeah. But I was sober, so I was with it, you'd think.
Were they not, though?
Yeah, so two guys, they weren't drunk. Like, they were fine.
Yeah.
So, but I just felt safe. Like, I did feel fine. You're a better
than I am.
So, yeah, and I saw it as like, there's so many people around me, like, it's not quiet.
Okay.
So I was like, surely they wouldn't.
I mean, they wouldn't do it right there, but they could do it like
I'm laughing.
10 feet down the road.
I'm laughing, but I was way too trustworthy.
No,
like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it right where you are, but like they'll be like taking you like 5 miles down the road and like.
But basically, I got home all in one piece and it was fine, but literally called my partner at the end being like, don't shout at me, I know what I've done, I am so sorry, like, what have I done to myself?
Do not try this at home.
But this is why festivals, I'm not keen on them.
No.
Not just from that, but from getting home in general, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And like, also, on an accessibility side, I don't understand where that is.
There is, like, I cannot fathom how it's 2026 and accessibility within the festival in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Is not thought of
because I went to Leeds in 2018, which was my first festival, and personally, I wish I went as a bigger group because it was just me and one, like, my friend that I went with, and the walk from where we got dropped off to our campsite, oh my God, thought I were going to die. It was horrible. Either my arms were going to be left behind, dragging our bags.
Oh my God.
We had to put this tent up. Obviously, putting a tent up, but yeah, I don't see why people do it.
No.
Like, it's definitely an interesting experience that I don't want to repeat.
I do think, I mean, I'm only 27, but I do think, like, that's past me now.
Oh, I couldn't do it again. No. So as a goer, like, even just getting through, like, into the actual festival bit, like, past the camping site, such a walk, and I'm like, where? There is no way for this to be accessible. Like, I don't see how it can be.
No.
So, yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Also, as a celiac perspective, I think I poisoned myself that weekend.
God.
Yeah. Because there was nothing that I could see that was specifically gluten-free, or if I knew celiac safe, I don't know. Obviously, I've not been in many years now.
I was going to say, I wonder if it's changed now.
Probably has changed now. But it was after the COVID year. I then worked Leeds Festival. Completely different story as a staff member. It was so much more. It was better.
Oh.
Yeah. I got to go to a festival for free and paid for it.
Love it. Well, wait, do you hear the songs and stuff?
Yeah.
Are you in the vibes?
Yeah, so I was... Where was I in front of? Liam Gallagher. Yeah.
Again, Oasis.
I was at like the bar in front of him. So, like, we could hear and see his music, but like people that weren't interested in whoever was on that main stage would just come to the bar and have a chat.
Oh.
So it's like it was fine.
God.
So I'd say that was really good.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was space there. There was space there for accessibility workers.
Okay.
Because you had the option to be like a bar back or whether to be on the bar. I chose to be on the bar. My partner was the bar back because we actually chose to work together, and we could work together. And you could work in groups as well.
Yeah.
But even at the end of the night, like, majority of the staff would go out. And again, they wouldn't treat you like royalty, not like that, but they'd make sure that you got into where you wanted to go. Like, you got into the club you wanted to go into, you got into the bar or the tent you wanted to get into. So, yeah, it was a vibe as a staff. And then to get back, again, it was so much easier to get back as a staff member than an actual festival attendee, personally. Interesting. So, yeah.
Do you know what? I wonder if there's an accessible festival.
I wonder... Was Coachella accessible?
I love how you're asking me as if I've been. Was it? You know when you went last week, was it? No. I feel like I looked into this last year, and I think I came across this TikTok of this girl talking about how there's like certain areas that are accessible.
Okay.
But like it's like VIPs. So already through the grapevine, you know that like the tickets are like you need to take out a mortgage.
I've actually seen a video, I don't know who it is now, but he basically compared like a poor Coachella to the rich Coachella.
Yeah.
And it was like, even like if you do it on a budget, it's insane.
Around the grand,
like,
at least.
Yeah, go to Leeds.
Get straight to Leeds. But yeah, so I think if you want to go in an accessible way, it's with VIP, which I just think, again, ridiculous.
Yeah. To be fair, for Leeds Festival, the reason why I keep saying Leeds is the one that I've been to the most too. Like, I've not really been to that many.
I think they're all pretty much
actually
similar, the
I would
UK
say
ones.
Rewind North, and I feel like there's more mature music there.
Where?
Rewind North.
Am I just not mature because I've done
No. To be fair, I didn't know it was until I got the job through to work behind the bar.
Where is that at? Like Manchester, Leeds?
Don't know, I went on a coach. North. Somewhere north. They have a Rewind North and a Rewind...
I love how you didn't know where you were.
No, I was just on a coach.
You live life on the edge.
I don't know. Yeah, I did at this point in my life. Yeah, I'm much more with it now, guys, I promise. Yeah. But I think... But anyway, this one, I think because it was smaller, it was definitely more accessible.
Okay.
Because there was options for people to camp, or there was options for people to get a close hotel.
Okay.
So I feel like that could have been accessible because it was smaller, and there was.
What's the actual like grounds?
It was grass.
Okay.
But I feel like around it, and it was muddy, but I don't know. I just felt like there was more space to see and areas to go.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like
it
wasn't mud. Like, I don't remember walking through mud. It was like stainless steel, like, platforms.
Okay, that's
and there wasn't big hills. Like,
Okay.
if I've been like getting back from Parklife, it was literally a slip and slide.
Yeah,
like to get out.
Would not be there.
No,
Would not see me there.
So it was. Yeah, I think on an accessible side, that was more like the most I'd seen. And then only a few years ago, I was a performer at the Secret Garden Party in Huntington, and they had like a gravel route.
Ooh.
So I feel like there was a lot of stones and like seating areas. It was massive. Like, I've actually never seen a festival so big. Like, it was huge. There were so many areas. I needed a map. Like, I literally needed a map. There was like a forest section that was just like a big club. Ooh. Like in a forest.
Oh my gosh, vibe.
Yeah. And then, but I was there as like a fire performer. So there was so much safety for us and health and safety. I'm like, surely there would have been moments where...
You'd hope.
However, I will say again, the place from our drop-off to walk into where we needed to be for a tent, that walk, any festival is insane. But that Secret Garden Party festival was really good. So yeah.
I think things like this, because sometimes my tagline is in life that society, more often than not, makes me feel more accessible than my disability does. And I know there's such mixed, I was going to say mixed reviews, but mixed feelings and opinions about this statement. Because basically I've spoken about this on my TikTok, and there was a lot of like, well, this was da-da-da-da-da-da. But there was also a lot of people who agreed. And I think this, like talking about festivals and like concerts, but like more specifically festivals, like with it being like in the middle of nowhere, blah, 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 are the instances where I'm like, actually, my disability isn't stopping me going to these concerts. The society is, because it's such an easy fix. And I'm not in that industry to know the ins and outs of it, but I can imagine it could be somewhat an easy fix.
Yeah.
To make it inclusive, for even having like areas for like neurodivergent people and like different disabilities. Yeah. Not just a physical or like mobility disability. Yeah. And I just think it needs to be more thought about.
Yeah, literally. I agree there.
Thank you. Do you know what? I wonder if you like live somewhere Europe or like wherever you live, if there's a festival concert? No, my mind's gone. If there's an accessible festival, please let us know. Yeah. Guys, I've just checked. We took a little breather, but I've just checked. Parklife is accessible.
Yeah.
And Coachella, apparently.
So it's getting better.
But Coachella, again, costs a lot. But Parklife, companion tickets, if you're into festivals, I mean, I'm clocking out the festival life because I'm 27 of your age. I need to like hang up my festival shoes. But if you're into that, get on it.
Yeah.
Because that's news to me. It did not used to be.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. As someone who worked it was not.
There you go. And as someone who wanted to go there as a participant, I Googled it many a times. It wasn't.
Yeah. And remember, it was in the middle of a field.
Oh, yeah.
Like that woman says. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm actually like...
I'm shocked. I actually didn't know that.
I want to go. Now that I know it's not, it is, I want to go.
That's cool.
And after many digresses and roundabout ways of talking about festivals, concerts, tickets and all that jazz, we've come to the end.
Yeah.
This is the end. Yes. And yes, please let us know if there's any concerts / festivals, whatever, near you that are actually accessible. We would love to know.
Yeah, we'd love to know some stories, especially if there's not been accessible and how you've been treated. We'd just love to shed light on that and kind of expose like the reality of the industry as well, because I think
it's 2026. Yeah. What's happening?
And clearly things are changing.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's finally time. Yes. Very delayed, but at least it's happening.
But another thing is, though, sometimes people call themselves accessible. So I'd be interested to know if anyone's actually gone to Parklife since, or any other places that claim to be accessible, like Coachella, and actually maybe had a completely different experience.
Yeah.
Because sometimes accessibility doesn't quite mean what it says on the tin.
True. Tune in for next week.
Bye, guys. Bye.